Hey, it is February the 2nd, 2019, and actually, I just wanted to holler at y'all real quick about something and discuss something with y'all that I feel like a lot of people are starting to murmur about, probably. All right, so I thought it'd be an appropriate time. Now, almost everybody and their mama knows about the Virginia governor. Oh man. And he was on the radio show and he was talking about murdering babies. Literally, like, I'm not exaggerating, just letting babies die and stuff like that. Uh, that turned out to be a bad decision. He thought it was a good idea. Of course, his constituency completely agrees with him, but, certain things you just really can't afford to say, all right, in America without facing consequences by it. Of course, the whole abortion thing is becoming it's reaching a fever pitch. I gotta let you know, it's never been quite so palpable here in America. There's people who are really, people are deciding which side of the fence they're on, definitely, right? And it seems to be, you can correct me if I'm wrong, people who stand vehemently against it, call it murder, stuff like this, and people who stand for it and delight at the idea of murder. Anyways, he just did that, right? And so that's a topic in and of itself, right? I think most people who come to this channel probably agree with me and kind of stand against people like the Virginia governor. I forget what his name is, nor does it matter, but I wanted to discuss something else, a side note, because this happened afterwards. This was an after effect. People started digging into his background. And somehow or another, they came across a yearbook. I came across a yearbook with a picture. I just can't even believe it. Like, somebody told me, oh, that's Photoshop. That's not a real, they manipulate. That's not in the yearbook, all right? But nobody said that. Not a Democrat, not a mumbling word. Nobody said this ain't real. It's a real yearbook. It's a real yearbook picture. And me, I'm over here. A lot of people don't agree with me, but I'll tell you right now, racism doesn't really exist. It's a figment of your imagination, basically. All right. Someone convinced you that racism exists. It doesn't. Hatred exists. All right. And some people are just filled up with all sort of hatred, and then it comes out in variations, and they might hate people because they got a this or they got a that, or maybe they look like this, and it really doesn't matter. It's hatred. It's what it is. But even though I don't agree with racism even existing, still, you're not going to catch me dead in a picture looking like that. You're just not going to do it. All right, so I wanted to talk about that. I want to think about that. And then, you know what? It reminded me. It's reminiscent of a story that happened not too long ago. And it was involving a lady by the name of Blase Ford. Christy Blase Ford or something like that. And she's accusing this guy who I never heard of, this Kavanaugh guy, raping her all sort of different ways with a gang of people and stuff. It turned out, if it did happen, there's not one stitch of evidence that it ever did happen, not one witness or anything like that. But they dug into, if you don't remember, Blase Ford's background. They found yearbook pictures that were like out of Playboy, if Playboy consisted of high school students. Right? I mean, it was like penthouse pictures. It wasn't nudity, but it was very suggestive. It was just like, dude, what in the world? All right. So that in mind, and the governor's pictures in mind, I don't know if this is in the early 70s or late 60s, but my question, the whole point of this particular video is, what in the damn world What was wrong with y'all? Like, sincerely, never in my life did I realize that something in that baby boomer generation was so misled and misguided. What on earth? Like, what kind of drugs? I know that there's drugs out all over the place now, today, but what in the world kind of drugs were y'all doing? And what were the faculty doing to let this even get into the yearbook? All right, those must have been some trippy times. Y'all must have been tripping your balls off. And meanwhile, it's 2019. Now y'all trying to tell us, oh, you got to be politically correct. Correct. Anyways, it's February the 2nd, 2019. I appreciate y'all. I'll holler at y'all.